She laughed. Funny how you get jealous when I see my ex. Maybe that means you're not boyfriend material. I said nothing. The next day, her things were packed neatly into boxes. For 6 months, Rebecca had been meeting her ex Liam for closure dinners once a month. Each time I swallowed my discomfort, trusting her explanations. But this time she came home smelling of his cologne, the same scent I'd noticed on her jacket weeks earlier, and ignored. I asked a simple question. How was your dinner with Liam? She looked at me with a little smirk and actually laughed. Funny how you get jealous when I see my ex, she said, her voice dripping with condescension. Maybe that means you're not boyfriend material. I said nothing, just sat there staring at the wall behind her head. She seemed to expect an argument, a plea, some emotional reaction. When she didn't get one, she huffed and slammed the bedroom door behind her. I stayed on the couch, replaying that sentence. Not boyfriend material. It wasn't an accusation, it was a verdict. And I decided she was absolutely right. I wasn't material for a girlfriend like her. The next morning she left early, probably expecting me to spend the day stewing and come crawling back with an apology. Instead, I went to the storage unit and picked up 12 large cardboard boxes. I spent the entire day methodically packing every single thing that belonged to her. Her clothes, makeup, books, decorative trinkets. I was careful, wrapped her ceramic mugs in newspaper, put jewelry in padded boxes. I didn't throw anything away, break anything, or keep anything. By 4 p.m., 12 boxes were neatly stacked by the front door. The final step was the most important. I'd found Liam's address from an old Christmas card in her drawer. I paid $227.50 for same-day premium courier service and shipped every box directly to her ex's front door. Then I ordered pizza and waited. The first call came at 7:03 p.m. Frantic voicemail. Where's all my stuff? What did you do? This isn't funny. 5 more calls followed. I ignored them all. Then came the texts. Confusion escalating to rage to threats. I read them without replying. The real fireworks started the next day when her mother called. You can't just throw Rebecca out on the street, Karen snapped. She has rights. She lives there. Good morning, Karen, I said calmly. All of Rebecca's things have been delivered to her. She should check with Liam. As for living here, I'd suggest you review the lease agreement. This was my first major defensive pillar when we moved in together, only I signed the lease because her credit wasn't great. The guest clause was crystal clear. Occupancy by any single guest was limited to 14 consecutive days without landlord consent. She'd been a guest for 2 years. She paid rent, Karen sputtered. She transferred money to my account for expenses, I corrected. All rent and utility payments came from my bank account. She has no financial ties to this property. You'll be hearing from our lawyer, she threatened, and hung up. I immediately emailed my landlord. My long-term guest, Rebecca Martin, has permanently vacated as of September 10th. His response came within an hour. Thank you for the notification. Your file has been updated. For days it was quiet. Then came the social warfare. Our mutual friend Sarah called. Rebecca's telling everyone you had a psychotic break, that you screamed at her and threw her out with nothing. She says you were tracking her phone and threatening her. This was the smear campaign I'd expected. I sent Sarah 3 screenshots. Rebecca's text admitting to lying about her whereabouts, the $227.50 courier receipt proving I professionally delivered her belongings, and her dismissive message calling me insecure and not attractive when I'd expressed concerns about her ex. I never screamed, I wrote. I never threatened her. I just took her at her word that I wasn't boyfriend material and sent her belongings to the person she clearly preferred. Sarah and Mark apologized immediately. The friend group fractured. Rebecca had overplayed her hand with lies. The final escalation came when Karen called with fake sweetness. Rebecca left behind her great-grandmother's pearl necklace. It's been in our family for generations. Could she come by to look for it? This was a trap. Once inside, Rebecca could claim tenancy rights. Let me check my security camera footage from the day she left, I said. The silence was deafening. I found the timestamp, 8:12 a.m. Rebecca walking out my door. There, clear against her black blouse, was the pearl necklace. I emailed Karen the 15-second video clip. Complete silence. Checkmate. A month later, Liam texted, thanks for the delivery service. She showed up screaming, tried to move into my spare room. Took 2 weeks to get her out. You dodged a nuclear missile, man.